Jano ehun Mijema enso ne Karela ebo Ibrahim Fiewei eni afoforo bi aboaboa no ese agudie mu nsem ena yede bremu exclusives eka ho from Kotoko yeti bi ho de ma no panwumrei yede bi ba edi abeka ho eje amount ewo dwumadi no eso ko perfect skin and body therapy na koya skin no kama pimples stretch marks nenso ben kotwa tattoo ni nyina yeyi edi afiri ho edi ama pimples there ya jebia say uye mistake na ebegu animu aya na mpempi e ma confidence e come from humanity through obabi o ho pimples agina ni nanim dua na boso ama opie kra na ne yam hyehye no ntimi mpie confidence ne ko perfect skin na ombeyi e dey free ho e dey ama body slimming body enlargement flat tummy and a face stomach reduction e ma bi e wo perfect skin and body therapy Kumasi Buchen Abraham Junction Accra Osu Akweje Park Sitas first floor Takra de Ketan Junction Episoft Lodge Hotel Ube perfect skin and body therapy 05 53312911 05 53312911 027245 3535 0272 4535 35 perfect skin and body therapy be perfect Beijing Kania papa ni bi bosheba say nkania hodo yede dan ho adwuma contractor for enemu amubetu akoton bosheba and American for de amount kania hodo bia ubenya bi bosheba say enye no kwa cables yede ya adwuma no energy commission ajatum say no and I say what say yede house wiring na bosheba electricals amount cables ninja be 1.5 mm copim 16 mm bosheba electricals standing fan ceiling fan ahodo ninja ye ma bi bosheba asye bra na be gene ma ninja bi honoma ne bo form papa odi dijuma ne so ahun say ho hyiren kama anti attack for dynamo PZ afei KJT market and shiny more PZ ube bosheba ho oba prison son about bosheba building bosheba electricals Eda Frank ene nanaya mo ejo fesona omasho kama 03220 30838 0536 095 966 bosheba electricals freno neje onkani ani bi ewo nasoye opa bibi draw esa yade etu yade ase edi free ho a promise herbal ena MLB edro ben ena opa bi edi etu yade ase edi free ho but promise herbal nebeji bi eboa na boost immune system no edi ama onipadua no se immune system na no yemra empempi yado ahodo bebre etimi ewra ni paduanim na ne udi anya na ne udi asie enti my immune system na hoden mapa yade ne ba ebeko ede atia no promise herbal ena ema onupa obetumi ede akon ede atia yadewa afa general body weakness eno so sanwe etu ase ede free ho stress management eno etu ase ede free ho na afa digestion enso bekoye oni paduanim bra promise herbal bejinu panu bi na bibia enkokama emfa ema Methodist Church enim pe ewo eye edum eho ena ohu promise eba bosheba abonsan no emubrey na bejinu pani bi 0535 544 681 0535 544 681 eno number of promise eba empanyimfo ewo so na omo so ama onupani bi na aboa etu yade ene nyarwa ni nyina ase ede amao ye gina so ye den crofon crosson sem no eba ye wia na ye de fisem abeto aso ede amamu ansakra ana begafo ajoin ye house hanum efu bia e wa hanum a ene obeti obi bia anka e odwumadi no eso promise 102.7 and afi promise TV and promise 102.7 on Facebook. Sheka BBS ana. BBS na. Yes, enti eko. Enrolling the fast na fi. Doggy and corner enano pana Premier League mpanyimfo Eje Omo Awards nomination for the season 2024-2025. Eddie Babonting. Now, unim say we know a coach of the season, player of the season, and a young player of the season. And omo nomination Ababonting we know ya kona fe ya koto swaba na fe technical study group. And so ashem na for my player back eje abasoboti enom to me eje amano. And so English Premier League anymore and nomination to me Ababonting and quickly run it through. Now we know a young player of the season award. Young player of the season award. Nominees no say Enna Ekoye Liam Delap wano account biobo Edema Ipswich United team no relegation emom Delap de Modembo etumia soani Anthony Elanga about the man Nottingham Forest, Ryan Gravenberch, about the man Liverpool, Afe Dean Hoysena, Madrid, any dinner chair said there, and Commoni Crack anymore. One of some Eshemubi Bo, Edema Brentmouth, Urema Listano, Unya Cole Palmer, Ewa Chelsea, Afe João Pedro, about the man Brighton and Hove Albion, player anything, Eddie Morgan Rogers, Ewa Aston Villa, and Afe William Saliba. And so, Ewa Arsenal, Wamo Ebobo Kodimna. Sa age na also mo teso because players ni bi o ma power dey ho also mo de babes 17 18 19 ho what I say na omo hwem na nka nkwada wiswa na wo Premier League ni no wo mo de award we e dia mo emre bi atwam na Raheem Sterling wa wo miensa na oje award bi e dia sine na so young player of the season Premier League ni mo afei uye no afri ho no ma yenkom manager of the month and 5 coaches and omo yi omo so omo be twisun tonto na omo yi ba ko the award no ede amano we call Brentford a manager Thomas Frank ni di RM list so Eddie Howe Newcastle United oromu Nuno Espirito Santo na unse Nuno Nottingham Forest boy juma kama nanu ada omo board draw na ni team right TSC Park ne so any Nuno enya confrontation Ojide se kwan omo fa so ne Leicester ekunte enemwa omo Champions League no omo a chances some be qualify to the Champions League next season enti Nuno Espirito Santo list anymore afa Victor Pereira Wolverhampton Wanderers some coach one so mum and afa and slot and so was silence and so yeah dear no so some no edema we there unim say we award winner slot na Obejina ideas what I say. Nina say first season war the English Premier League in Nafe to me Agile League in so there coaches in baby na omuntina for the first time in 6 years Pep Guardiola I make his list way also from 2017-18 Pep Guardiola afi bia ni di was list way so afi went to me Remo and also on some no eba player of the season nomination Morgan Gibson White the man Nottingham Forest Ryan Gravenberch Liverpool Alexander Isak Newcastle Brian Mbuemo Brentford Chris Wood Nottingham Forest Virgil van Dijk Liverpool Mohamed Salah Gali Liverpool and Declan Rice Arsenal womo ebobo konimeno and so a player of the season nomination for 2024-2025 Premier League season and somewhere free ho by a jemamo jumatiano so me come Madrid bobo kona share na me the update we ba and the fight Dean Hoysen ho say the Madrid any Brentmouth for munyina jatum ese 50 million pounds Madrid betia ejama Brentmouth na my jai player ni team Dean Hoysen akwadana o jinachino wo bunu dikadika no wakobo jama Madrid o Spanish into the camera so konidiem into next season obe say Dean Hoysen alongside Raul Asensio mo na no on Madrid the akwada bi bae your friend Jacobo Ramon. Yes, and also Ramu and so our Madrid team num da bi we William Saliba ntino for Dean Hoysen to so from Emamina Dean Hoysen and Madrid ese wo mo hwa ni mo ese ne medical no na wo twa wie ya obetumi aye ɛde free o ɛba ne sana so pass a na se Bournemouth any Madrid bibia totom number exchange documents one more exchange documents ni wi a one edi player no Ebeko Madrid no ma gye sika 50 million pounds and in Madrid etia Ediama Bournemouth wom eboboko no na Madrid any as yo almost so ma for Dean Hoyce and the name still omani Eddie William Saliba na chi ye pa ni nyina ne so mo gidie se Saliba modern bobo Edmas na Oba Madrid a eyade anema bekoye Ediama mo entino womani edaso eye William Saliba the transfer no sa free crown o manya na wo mo hwe ni mu se 2025-2026 summer transfer window no dia Madrid wo mo ebetumi afa William Saliba de no abepiem wo Madrid bobo konu na ma koye de amaomo ensom ho ayede wo nsam na de ma wo dwumade ne so yakam de a chose Dejan Kulusevski enya dia UEFA Europa League final nyame ya aduma ukwade dia ni meba so no wobetimi abom Ediama Tournament nanem awie Ange Postecoglou wedin komo no confirm ese Dejan Kulusevski we bra enti Man United game omoni omobo no player no entumi embobi owie na odi tu dwame kire Ange Postecoglou eno se ogitum na we die ontimi enka bibia amfa ho se afino wono ankasa se manager eni Tournament team no woman said enya smooth run or senior man koye amfa mo etese wo mo akoto kam no no mo de asi gungro kwai so no masa abekwa ba na ase ni nyina tete wo se enya kra afi modern bo no enya ade obeka se na mo se omutimi gi Europa League no a ebeboa na ama ya kensem pakakra eje afa Tournament wo mo etim ne ho eno ensem a and Postecoglou what them tuja Enzo Maresca Chelsea manager na osi omo try the ombe bia say ombe finish ye Premier League in this wafi on say Chelsea still now we are in contention say top 4 one bet me rem na fe Champions League football ma to me abobi next season Enzo Maresca as you say baby anema do no 2 matches penalty no womo de omo pese omo konkode no omo bomode na omo timiram e top 4 ni mu a eno so e de free oba ya de mamo e wo eye dwumade ne so uko Juventus boboko na so ya ko for ni pese omo twa U10 o womo si Antonio Conte omo pese omo sa fa no na omo so omo jai coach no time aneni so omo jai no ama wonders a Conte din Napoli you no omo si coaches no ba no enya de an omo tumi edi Juve aye bintino as I said omo pese an omo tumi convince Antonio Conte now free Napoli ever join the Juve team no womo nim say difficult there nemo ebetumi asi entino way Fire Jeffrey Juventus, Wama Sway so ba, Yatemamo, Ewo Jumadino eso, and now Uko FIGC, Federation Italiano Jonco Caccio, Wama Sway, Wamu prosecute and Tanase, and Omu Frey AC Milan paying for them. Na Enra Bologna Shamono, who footages be, who images be, Chesena Rosanori supporters, yes, vandalism, any violence, I'm cause here. I was dancing in the Nyasam Ketwa, Eme Drew Baby Cranonka, Bologna fans and be prepra. Now we are finally a short tima. Now was we are sending a amount seminal. And tis a sports judge in international was it Wabani Milan fans, say Omula Syria game. How many Roma ever bono? We are Milan fana, Untimin Kobe. Wabani omo from that game. And this game a Milan ni Roma bonya dia. AC Milan a chita for womo ebetumi travel around Rome na omako support your mutimwa. And also a ban eba edema Milan. Womo e France na ya de won sam no edi emam we dwumade ne so Leicester City catch Jamie Vardy. Ese season and dia omo game enfama Leicester bi em wawie. Now unsa ke 2 games and come bo next season aba na wie ye na mom Leicester akache Jamie Vardy esen final game obo Ediama Leicester nyame ya dumu a otena edia woman iswe chebo no eno ene final game on be man a proper farewell eno maka chenzo last game omne Ben mo bebone de omumani mo bi omaman off entino etina se Jamie Vardy bossa game ni wia onye Leicester City one player BM board your own team monemo na katua de shake as aka 15 days but so many so obeje de asoso yes eno Jamie Vardy ne dia e free oba e den amamo ewo jumade ne so wonko Arsenal bobo kona so ya say yes Arsenal omo striker shortlist no woman reducing the code 2 players person enti senye 2 players we are Arsenal esenya de on be fa striker bia Victor Gyökeres and a fair player and and so Benjamin Sesko. We need 2 players. I say Arsenal na pursue one more pebako no about now have a ball Arsenal one more bobo kona yet no so semno Emma Meko Bayern Munich one more say na me the way to ja bibia nsia nyame ya domo weekend di Bayern any Hoffenheim and airball. Now unim say Hurricane gokin chat and watchim papa enti se Bayern ebo Hoffenheim na so bia me say goals baby amfa train Hurricane mudia empanyimfo fa adwene as Bundesliga one top scorer award no against Hoffenheim one the award no Eddie Bermano last season one energy Eddie seen and so season where so idea or GDS in and so was 25 goals. A goal king chart and so Sahil Gurasi and Tosumi no 20 and paying for say oh Munjinizo Gurasi bet me 5. I bet 2 Hurricanes, you know, 1 person the award and the man Nobia, a corner baby Patrick Schick, our 19 Tosumi and Santa Fe, Jonathan Bergat, and so I said 17 at the moment, 05 and a Hurricane there, a free or ever, Edasua. Our Bayern Munich, Michael Olise, Bayern player of the month of April. Waje Eddie Sine so na supporters ni koto abano Michael Olise. Wonya emanimu 22.4%. Thomas Muller tosumieno wonya 19.5 and Eric Dyer etosumiensa wonya 18.11 0.18%, 11.18%. I say Michael Olise, AJ Bayern player of the month of April. A day a city and I say a day and also Samno a day mount Jumajene so Clementino ba intimate story way Emma Clementino na what was so a day amaye. Now the tennis say Uko Liverpool Bobo Kona Suya Jeremy Frimpong. And come on, check and yes, yeah, Durbe say 80% or be replacing Alexander Arnold. What to MP? I say Jeremy Frimpong, player and I can yes, ya be who stories. Jama say yes, a year class in me and wajatum as a transfer no ever happen. Ama say buy no for Leverkusen. One more the Sika, one Benjamin free sa boy ni say mu 30 million pounds. Ni release clause and no and omni Liverpool can was them so boy ni so be body oh. No problem. Mo de mo fan corner Yesika mo wire to account in mo fama what I say because here papa enti Jeremy Frimpong deal no very very close and so buying no for Leverkusen one must say I say the only Liverpool akato na bro na bibia and so I sealed na Jeremy Frimpong masa akwara no basen attack party hey Crawford Brew League in Papa. Yes, Jeremy Frimpong no. Hey doggy boy Jumawina uncle Batubu Abba. Titino. Yes, made the Frimpong story in Emma on Afi. Ma sorry. Na Jumedino Atwaso Eddie Ama. T4 any Ashefua Omoshe TV. So a Highway Sports live on Facebook, live on TV, live on radio 102.7. Tino. Akwaba. Any solo. Yes, now where there? Nyame adum bibia e fine. Then nyame ase. Nyame ase nti enwere na Barca win no mo ya na. Oh yes, Barca win ya. Omo Alpha League no. Omo bo Española. Yes. Oh yes, a derby game tino ya na Barcelona omo mfa na hogo no so sa. Baton say Hansi Flick so ya and slot record ni bio. Say the first season. Aye. the first season, you know. Yes, or GNS or Neon Slot.
Okay.
And I likely so say who beat me at manager of the season. It was Spain. Hansi Flick, yes, okay. Hansi Flick. Who beat me at now Barca ni Espanyol. Last 4 games or mabo. Me extended ko 5. Barcelona winning 3 and Espanyol Abomodian draw mu 2.
Barca win it 3.
Yes, the last game, first round of the season, Barca show mo 3-1. Last season, last game on boy to senka we are season ni be we no. Barca ko show mo 4-1. E wo mo fie. So
yeah.
Inti no Barca ansa do mo sa so the last 2 years here. Omo e show mpa but game we in Pempiana red card bem.
Wow.
Yes. Ayana red card bem. 2022 home and away ni nyina red card mienu na bem. 2022 home and away ni nyina home no red card mienu, away red card mienu. 2020 red card mienu, 2020 and also away game and also red card PM. Inti ene no say uko fikesi mo the likelihood as a red card beba game ni no e osoro. Ti you wait me a consider
red card.
Yes.
Because of derby in Intiana.
Yes, because a derby game in Intiana any brew. Yes. The last game so my bonus no. Both team to score a title pa.
Okay.
Yes. Osha, the last 4 games and I make a chono. Obia etwatana e game beyond be BM. Last one here 3-1. Before that, Barca share 4-2. Before that, normal 1-1. Before that, normal 2-2. And go both teams so you're optional. Okay, wait me consider. Let me consider Barcelona win and both teams to score. Wait me consider red card. But no, you're a high risk. And you know, we can responsibly. Options intense wo boom no. Odi scared to so. I know I careful kakra. They be a 2 for say betting no the obey me atwa na mum utwa fasika esaya na say ehia enhaw na e wo so ditwa because ye nyina agitum say betting offer a 1% chance na 99% nyankopon bam ti
kan
yes hwe match bi wo wa otimi ka say radem dase it me pom match na via be penalty
bo gani obeko na tangana that dey wadanas na wagitum dey
Devi
anti mboni din
betting se mi dey na no bia yeah society meeting wa sorry pie ho
sa
so obi ko twa loto obi twa bet bi football ni ade e preach it ya enso asofo ni American lottery mo makwa abruchiri te no so ye ka ho sembe
American lottery
teni nyina ye lottery ade bia ye chance ye draw lots for chance we bia no say ye lottery sa American lottery na te say ukotwa lotto ni bio single 1 single 2 no
sa
posi e jai bia gu adim na machine na wan na e pikinti so ye lucky ni you number wadi na American lottery no ye lucky ni e pikudin a ozo wadi what you say enti no difference woman is American lottery no yen first can etwa eno de obetimi akọ internet so na akọ bibia na de atum ba lotto no e discan etwa enti eno friend first ka kwajiska yes enti no san komo ne ba ya na nchechemu na en papa
ti eno ne awie ne se mama ne nyina mo nyine
ai do twabre
na papa na be
ya obeyi ne de wo
na Premier League season players no ho na
yes
to so na
amode to so
me hwehwem kakra na me hwe se
me feel say be ko Mohamed Salah.
Okay.
Me imagine me feel say be ko Mohamed Salah.
Quantos na yen hwehwem na
Premier League player of the season.
Yes. Bueno ka ho.
Yeah, Brian Mbeumo wom, Ryan Gravenberch wom, Virgil van Dijk wom, Declan Rice wom. Mohamed Salah and so wom. Yes, so Salah him and other players. We are for the first time in who Man City player be home. Also, I feel your mom more than yes, and yes, Morgan gives
white.
Morgan Gibbs White, Nottingham Forest. And Alexander Isak, Newcastle.
Good.
Inti unya Liverpool players, no. Miensa. Not Gravenberch, Salah, Van Dijk. It tells you that few omuna bomode. No when Nottingham Forest players 2. Chris Wood.
Okay.
Chris Wood and Morgan Gibbs White.
Fantastic.
No when Arsenal 1 in Declan Rice. No when Brentford in Brian Mbeumo. No when Alexander Isak for Newcastle.
Nya Madrid dey no dey gindi and the review no why adwuma bi sa.
Yeah, adwuma on say omu born na omu born ya na ni nko omu hu bebre. On say football dey be a striker can say celebrity goal scorers no more. But on crofo bi omu ye adwuma pa omu on sang heroes. Declan Rice can be.
Okay.
Also a very consistent too. Onye players na obo ba akumi no anu epra no. The bia ojinam yes. I say Gravenberch say almost every game in the season no Bobby Edema Liverpool. Ti we a nomination no, for player of the season. But young player no. Ofa
also from we man also no near
and also a separate.
Okay.
But Gravenberch ewa young player.
Sawo.
Yes.
When you honor so ko fa hon because we bre
Gravenberch
born papa.
But William Saliba so
defender.
Yes.
So no need midfielder no mean na boni yepe. Ti ebe.
Na sa young player and they feel say nko ti age ni so a. Den kebe boa
omo like say
unse your age we be a o qualify say you be nominate you say o be part of the Premier League Young Player of the Year 23 years and below. 23 there's a player when you're 23 on your young player be more over ana entino my dream am saying ka was mu yi age ne ba be 2021 bi what I say ti young player ne so ba obehu nomination no eno so Kopama e wo Liam Delap Ipswich o Hobby William Saliba e wo Hobby Ryan Gravenberch and so e wo Hobby and other players they me kind of mabono ti yes
eno so ni
yeah the players we are show mu nyina no ya mianum no krepe no mo musa pa no Edin Hoysen ne Joao Pedro and Liam Delap and Abia Morgan Rogers Saliba 22 23 Ryan Gravenberch 22 23
on many Dodi Kane why
Dodi Kane Liam Delap Ipswich and Anthony Elanga. Yes, Anthony Elanga, Ryan Gravenberch, Dean Hoysen, Kopama, Joao Pedro, Morgan Rogers, and then William Saliba for Young Player of the Season. Sassim we say Zakito Nimbe Adrian. Player football or 23 then or that's a young player. T and also Gravenberch should be around 23.
O sa ni
what's it 21?
Morgan Rogers 22. Morgan Rogers 22. And one being also
Kopama.
So Pama the Pama should be
21.
Yeah. Also 21 22 on them na or sorry on them na so it mean what Saliba is doing I was listening honestly because 24 there.
Ebi onyan 10 and 24.
Well 24. Kopama is 23. Kopama ya 23 on the 6th May. And it is say 15th. Nti Pama nya 23 6 May. And Kopama nya ne you know. Ni 23 no. And Saliba March.
Yeah.
And Saliba nya 24th March. And Saliba nya 24.
Ebi omo consider no. For the season. Ebi on that time onya 24 ne yebo league ne so na onya 19 ebi omo e consider as
no, but
even at 23 crown no for me feel say young player there was enka 21 e pim ho no ma co players no sa ages ya yebo no aha no ma na omo primary cool 22 23 24 ne kona na e omo prime years no mo de ko
last three
I think that young player of the season So William Saliba dia me pick no. Me pick Liam Delap of Ipswich. And then possibly I would go for Ryan Gravenberch of Liverpool.
Dia na ko for bonnet. No na for pen no. Mo pick no.
Dean Hoyson. Why are they but I mean in the league why are they but on the players na me boni and I feel that my are they changing Hoyson, especially Ipswich relegation, but still top team say Chelsea Liam Delap. It tells you inequality. Ryan Gravenberch.
So this I never there.
Oh, there be but
said Dean Hoyson because Liam Delap tisa mo peno bi enu ne pedigree du Real Madrid.
Say all come Madrid na.
Them say teams na epe Liam Delap.
Yeah, no say fact.
Obi enu ne pedigree ne so ese Real Madrid. Na truth is that Dean Hoyson why better than even Saliba this season.
Yeah.
Sa boy no. Unse omuko fa na ba ya no. Na onye starter. Obo mo team no mo Zabani and there's one guy be omubo no. Ena Zabani ni Zaboni nya omunya prabo mu at once. Ena Dean Hoyson ebe boy. Oba ye na Zabani so return ye. Then the other guy na return. Obiaba but boy na born into no. Unti no. Na say ono kwatena bench. This season Arsenal truth is that Arsenal center back no the best among the two boy na Oprah Gabriel Magalhaes. On better than he has been better than Saliba this season. And to say Saliba nko ade anka sa Dean Hoyson has been better than him this season. So now unse anko sa squad in then often easy but for the last 2 months Kupama.
Yeah.
Kupama no. But for the last 2 months, he's virtually even the Premier League in Porona.
He was
the best player. Yeah. The form na order no. And in the last 2 months, he unso Kobe, now you know she go back penalty back where off at once. This is what you want to ask off. And I'm challenge but inside the anchor we the list when call unso football no. Tino, there's something about football. I kind of more
than the way and
because idea truth is that still upon the two if you are comparing them, season he has been better than all of these guys. Yeah, Chelsea, instead I'm paying mutim but look at the back. So for season and a young like. Muse football fans unlimited or more judgment on the Atuko Palmer recently. He has been better than all of them. Oh, company in Abuma. But once again, the football fans they are born with 3 men when the Atuko Palmer recently. Oh, and sometimes easily forget about the why so far any I want to believe. He has Premier League or double figures goals.
Yes.
Or double at least
for goals and assists.
14-15. No goals in
yeah.
Goals in Premier League, he'll be around 14-15 thereabout. Then now assists so account. It is if you are taking Kopama season in idea, let's do this common mathematics. And I say common analysis be. Forward a woman and I say attack as a woman. Let me use attack as a woman.
Kupama 15.
15 goals, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's Tino Shariu. Forward snare woman. And I say attack as snare woman. Kupama, Liam Delap, Anthony Langa. Monfa little some battle. And yeah, me face in the ha. Delap, Anthony Ilanga, Morgan Rogers, and João Pedro. Our goals and assists than all of them.
Yeah. Kupama 15 goals.
Delap was saying.
Liam Delap 12 goals.
João Pedro 10. Okay. And Anthony Langa.
Langa mean who wa me list him to
about
7-6 goals on baby.
And Morgan Rogers body on goals in on count. It is so fast.
Morgan Rogers 8 goals.
8 goals.
No goals scratching.
fence Joao Pedro. Sorry, Anthony Elanga.
Elanga, yeah.
And you know, say you for West no kwa na be analyze omo. The best among them this season Kupama. Forget about the two recently, you know. No goal drought, you know. And I say football no. Kupama can you go and get judge no. But a certain standard be number 10 winger bisa no. Yeah. But also a certain standard ma on one kasa ho. Because until 2 months now call off no. Tino na as attacking move for there was 14 goals. I make it 8 assists. But oko off kakra. But because of standard now on one kasa say na man hu ntino. You were judging him with goals away. Na nansi onhye. And think at least we there. We attackers now or bobo mu nyina. Then Gravenberch ebeba with Saliba and Huijsen. Saliba out. And he me feel say the top 3 ebeye Kupama, Gravenberch and Dean Huijsen.
Yeah, me
we are the top 3. Me feel say Beyonce one of them will be crowned the young best player of the season if nothing changes. Because I think these guys have been better than the other guys now. We need to know where they yes they perform very well. So player of the season there.
Yeah, I'm fine. So to now
player of the season.
And say obvious.
And is straightforward.
Ono nkono de compare Ukraine Ballon d'Or na you free him na ma akoka we nko had one ne compare dia oba
no I do straightforward Salah's own ono bia
ono furu anga wo susu mai
ono furu wa anka Ishak.
Okay, yeah,
Ishak is good in Buemo.
List we there they in order ebe Salah anka Ishak then no afa Mbuemo.
Okay,
uyi Mbuemo a no afa in between Chris Wood ne the teammate of any say Morgan Gibson White. So in order Adi and Kano Kenya Van Dijk na bawe
Rice betuno
Rice has been better. Nka Salis we there Edenka Liverpool move fanche
ya the name ya Salah dey na be penalty
first and last Liverpool do all top na ba ko so abekasi yo tinka and how dey Salah straight away Salah also no
coach they say
coach of the season said
between Nottingham Forest there, you know, but what the league need there
Nottingham Forest, yes, he has an war. Monfa coach of his in the mind, yeah,
ono ise okoda se na no so nya ibi onti
na the form na kwa man say omo chiro mo pa am so the 5th or 6th.
Oh, okay,
omo the 5th or 6th on the log and so he say ohwe coach of the season na say slot Nuno Espirito Santo, Thomas Frank, Eddie Howe, Victor Pereira, and yes, Ancelot and so on. Say, the amount Ancelot, even though everybody the guys, but Ancelot be winning here, first time in the Premier League. Then Panyabaya or Belgian Premier League, you know. No, Victor Pereira and Juan started.
Okay.
But you know, so offer coach of Victor Pereira, Ejima Oben Wolves now. If we are rewarding
no more my BBR fee. No man na nko ye no more win na
so omo win na obeform. On obeform very free problem no mu.
Okay, because na me dey
you know no more win. And on obeform a from just a other ma be ye. Tiro ye ball o pick the last 5 matches in the Premier League. Sitting any the most points. And at Brentford, Thomas Frank guy no when you also 13 with a now extending the last 10 matches in the Premier League. Wolves manager or the 16 or the 6 with 19 points. Still now Ancelot is third with 22 points. Now you extend it to the last 15. Liverpool takes it because they have been the best. It's one thing I am consistent about this list. You see Newcastle, you see that is Eddie Howe. You see Thomas Frank in the Brentford because you call the last 5 from Brentford and it second. Eddie Howe, it was 4th. You call the last 10 Brentford. The top 7 and Newcastle at the second. Or the last 15 Newcastle at the 3rd, Brentford at the 5th. And you know, one thing is very clear: say Thomas Frank and Eddie Howe have done a very good job with their various clubs. But Salameka, no, Ijwana and Slot Aben Ewo Liverpool, no, unze kaya anya league in the but. Of the 5 team last year, Liverpool was also 3rd, right?
Sure.
3rd behind Man City and Arsenal. But from goal, he picked the team. Then the machine is so no behind teams of machine. No, it's the coach of the season. I think we should the Newcastle Yebreho. I think Anslot or Liverpool dominated that was because coach of the season. I think Anslot, player of the season, Salah. Young player, Honor, I think because Kopama, Gravenberch or Dean Huysen, no, any of them be I think he deserves to get into Honor ABR competition bebum. But the Slot is the coach of the year. Salah is the coach player of the season. Young player the day. I think Kupama, but for the last 2 months, he did the best. And I didn't hoist him album, my Gravenberch album. But I think if Kupama still wins it because of what he did earlier in the season. No.
But I say, Mama Refi, na Yemedia Dianoson Como, Sanse, your week 31 over the weekend, ye shall see on Saturday, Accra Lions, Adriana, and Airbo Accra Sports Stadium. That match Kodiama Regional Collins Amwa on center referee. The match is encouraging on Sunday na ba konso abaso on Monday. So Sunday Ibinya Kotoko Dreams FC Baba Yara Sports Stadium Selom Yao Bless and Ebetwairem as center referee. Kweseda Krona no Ibinya Brukum Chelsea House of Folk Golden City Park. That game will call Diama Adari Abdul Latif Nebeye center referee. Na yenya Baseke Holy Stars Pandu Heart of Lions Ewo Ampin Ark the second sports arena Nathan Anafo and Nebeye center referee. Yebeto also akofwe Kawela Mediema on Sunday Aliu Mama Sports Stadium Charles Bulu Beye center referee. Kwesi ada krona no no miensa brim ye Vision Young Apostles ni Ejay Kreku the second sports complex game no call ama Joseph Kofi as center referee. Na yako in Century Sports Arena on Sunday 3 p.m. Samates between United Julian Nunu Beye center referee. Na yenya Nations FC Airtua Legon Cities Ewo University of Ghana Stadium. Nations points was samoje na modaso dato oponyesa mama den bomo di anko fo be famu kwantengra no kodiama Daniel Lai on Sunday the tie ewo no yanko enimai na yanko hwede e free hoba maka no hu die memfa league die no entoato aso na mentie Vision FC head coach Nana Jemai na ede tudwa se hono hwe dwuma kase pressure hodi a ne se undeveloped talents no na obi ehun se players nketo ano eju on ho.
Premier League is very, very unforgiving. A ground so unim ground here a very tough. Vision but I say you between have to take young players na that be our bomb national teams and I say be am only kwa number kwa almost abako ma number show money. I came into the league with very, very young players. They've been from Colts level straight, they've been from second, most of them actually from second division. More Premier League experience. I'm be 3 be penal club name. I think second round kwa name say 2 we work on 5. But as of now no crowd no share the way I call no more Premier League experience now. For a while now, no been boy Isakuka, Minyesho Soka the last time boy Elijah Ade another one, Isaac Frimpong from Hartford, Gideon Asante and to another one from Hartford. I think these are 4 prominent players of the Premier League Mubaya and Komabe boy, but I don't think that season a cool for them like it is. Or drop if you club it is a Hartford now by vision or Shasia. Maybe a psychologically went to motivate and send your money and Kuyima. Again, style very, very energy draining into here and Kolana almost me a defender and go all attack any idea. It is sometimes a bit difficult for some of the players almost on my few happen. And I think that we are Premier League now next season we're coming stronger, but even next season we're still coming in with very young players. Young players this is your mania 1 season above. Then you from experienced players manai. You best sign other young players called second division. You best sign the become home near Titi. Who say Obiti say George national under 20 if second division straight in the buy or call national under 20 Isaku Kapu a buy no call local Black Stars Edmond and so call under 20 and some later almost dropping into I think say in Colano for me Omasha club name the fact that Omo very inexperienced but Omo to me Abo Omo has ball 1-1 Omo to me share some of those Premier League clubs acquire away Abo home I mean dreams they to me share Botama Obi any to me share Botama and Crampo no who am I into for us first season is successful so far. Next season I think that we'll do much better.
The race season I'm when you coach on him kasa no so ya na nkebe hia no mu nsam chechire mu ka kwa we di first brofo de oboa o flu brofo no tu enezo kra wo katwi mutum se onim ne waka na nko ne ogum na bepre na ogum mabone na asetui so eye na najiman na matene nka no ye nko obaka ko de obawe obaka watara no wonte de oka no so nsanya de sa watara bibia mfama no na watara se umbesua bibia free recent games na mabonu musan se ohwa na jese nyema ha adwene ye pa
because of the tactically is the intelligence we are going to take into work on it. Like every match we are approaching for every match have its own reality. What do you want to achieve for this match? What do you have as players who are available before you taking the Euro cards and the injury players and the so many things. So we are doing it slowly. We are going to the Kun to play a league match. And we have the agenda when we are going there. The fans, you like it or not, we need them. Positive, negative, when we need them. Because if you look everything in this world, when we are playing, we need the fans. When the fans are there, coming numbers, they show the team expecting something. When you didn't get that 3 points or sometimes these people are disappointed, we make some criticizing, normal things. We encourage them every time to come because we need them. We need them criticize, we listen to them. Because when it's going well, it's the same people who are encouraging us. Like we say it in True, it's just a never here. We were right to say, we need to make criticize, say, I'm going.
Don't come say no. Watara and Martin and Kano has a call Brukum goalkeeper Benjamin Asare say a 12 game.
Across of a big club and a team beyond 12 in the one so on so office once a team a big club there's also a show up your any match we are betting like I say is a match and so same push patient train we are come up. Also says we have fight say we are nice na konya we be pressure and that so now so the air can say one me check we plan there can so far 20 session we are is a person we did be a sema me can and say money on one SN on now so there is no more detail because body who see we are there nti better nyame say we are last nyama che na yele Antonio na subaya baya especially na be share Bible na dey share the way say the preach na ya preach for the next season the way say no mo dey GD support ni tie chi mo fan tie chi sa because on 24 what they say ufie once our mo ya class folk fan na mo support that class folk sa so na say the be cause na she na nya say share we say me sa ya share na na dey atoya ma nti ni skaka me work and say the way say mo dey energy and support no mo dey kasa no mo motivate no mo sashen on fast and share and I found body area the way chinya na the beya na the bia na ahwe the way say na be hwe na dia
media ma enso ekọ Tamale Aliu Mama Sports Stadium Ibrahim Tanko Anyas gidi yesa anya bia munya na wotwetwe mu no egu ahome kakra.
So far so good, and I think we have a free week because of the MTN FA Cup, and we started 2 days ago preparation towards Karela United. Karela is another stubborn side. They beat BBNE Gold Stars and the league leaders at home, so definitely, and they are going to stay home with their confidence. But I mean, we are coming there to try to win the game, or if possible, we pick a point there. Everyone is on board. It's only Sapon who was not with us, but he started 2 days ago. So, and we have almost all the players on board. We are going as always and trying to play our normal football and possession-based football, and if possible, like I said, to take the 3 points over there. But we know that Karela also have a very good side, and beating the league leaders 1-0 at their own backyard is very, very good for them. So we are going there to try to win or to take a points there.
Okay, yanko yenim na yemfa winso so na bidwafo nya konya enwrem Kata Club ni din ene Mortar SC and a show interest of Accra House of Folk striker Hamza Insa na ohwe ni bra omode ba no a omoko $250,000 and oni sika omu equal to has so mudi a na chese player no abeye omode na ohwe Hamza de no mse attractive package omode to akire de amano no ano be den season no we salary no a be clock $120,000 na signing on no 50,000 je fasho bottom na anye bia no $10,000 and also etima wuram as monthly salary tisika Mortar SC equal to for Hamza Isa no na Zamalek nso abebo wuram o ma show interest sa Ghana yebo ho nyina na 20 ne bo nyina na omo monitor defender no Da Costa entry na omonso equal to $200,000 anoni sika omo equal to nti yebehwe na yahwede no so ede ensusa be pia bode ho no ede no akoto say
va
yenkoi
$7 na ovene enana yedin komo fa Asante Koroko be ka no pana production team adarma the stories in the brain, especially on Kotoko's transfers. Zano pano on upon the brain. Na idimba whereby was Ishmaelado. Na over. Was it Tuesday in a lawyer Safudun Komo Safuduku?
Yeah, that was Tuesday.
Edin Komo platform is Swana. Or my update on the plans of the IMC concerning next season. And amuntu amupeso mutu kransa na season na akwa wieye ombeso mu brunsu na nintem ana ovanya za nom kan omzo
woni bre
okay anti ombeso mu buru nintem once an opana me can say be say the decision on the part of Asante Koroko IMC last season regards to the kind of transform on and now during the summer no I almost started terminal a boy of all said yan said Antino be the Kotoko player status committee in Komo Bebre last season because now then I am see I am there being over yan said Antis will be at the Kotoko player status committee
David
because from Danlad Muis Poite over Samuel Asamoah Fuseni Isaaku left back no Nana Benyini Amwa Nicolas Osebonsu John Tinedu Tedeku ni Tinedu ya diagra John Tedeku so okay Tedeku Wafa no, left back no yes defense Sheriff Mohammed then I got called Sheriff Mohammed defender and no more Dawuni Yaya over we munyina emrantia club ni jomo ko aba mfinfin a Shadrack Ado na when you be to say a year Rocky Jamna ko dreams o ti ebe he no against Kotoko na when you Morrison na Lamte the end so one extend Eric Zeze of our guys Zeze yeah also club ni Jano Kwan Isaac Opon Sujan Nema so far doing very well Moldova as on the corner as a pre-planning Hano story for another day.
Okay.
Nicholas Mensa of our kind Nicholas Mensa. Yeah. Ono so fi sunyane wa
the chanko say is item be me yan person me bodin no
the
sanko
sunyane nema Augustine Japan ono so mete so tu kwai back men check Augustine Japan of our guy Japan na wanya Ziggy Julius Ofori Ziggy na
solo adam for no
solo adam na wanya mfege temfege de ndie ma ne class o mo extend enti ko jamrante ne kwan later Rashid not the over on be ya ma ne nyina akoso kama bounce nam so mo ye ne ntam nti no ya nsa na anti player status committee nsem ne sa sure aso mutimi ye ni yie enti se adesuade bi wo kotoko anam ntu o transfer market na say last season in terms of economy for so Eja players no quite not the number of because I still have issues with the numbers.
Okay.
But a quite omo ye in term no eso musua de free. The open no okwa wontem. The offer for your picture on their two screen is here. MC Madam Asepa. This was Kotoko after winning the league. Zebu time lineup in here. Is it Frederick Asari edaso ho ba me ba Asari so
okay
e Japan ko Maxwell Ajeman Akito ava no so ko Sharif Mohammed ono so gina mo gina ho no so ono so ko good na Agadas the transfer kotkunya kakra infege ko Morrison ko Rashid Note ko Mukwala ko Nicholas Osebo nsuko na Sharif Mohammed of ono so ko intuition line up the aka Frederick Asari pe. Now the point I'm trying to make is that the first lesson here, hit the ground running as soon as possible to avoid any form of litigation. Send young kofa emransem na we twiwe biemba because born in time contem. A boama player no sunya time epic club. Because all steady players here could go job over. Most of them in your clubs. Nanya last minute.
Yeah.
Yes, I started pre-season. Now be catches on any adwuma. Also be in tem. Ti me sure say I am sinesu be free. The omo ye in summer no. I know ma call the step further.
Yes.
So mo pom no. Yen tintim no. Eni mani mi ya.
Ya kreti ya kanu ma shase o. Yeah, ma shase. It tells you money abrewo.
No more train coach akwesi apia. Now if we could terminate say ene ewo
Accra
secretariat
okay.
Oma starting meetings, you know. Oma administrative manager I started prepare contracts.
Yes. For mom bokona na.
For mom pom no.
Pom no okay.
Am person must stay no.
Stay okay.
Stay for no. Now say last season no, I would be painting no. On say can naturally no of our steady send look at a club like Chelsea. Is it Chelsea also more be 6 years, 5 years. But they are too cut last season. Cause they are Ogum first coming, almost most of the players Ogum sign your minano. After one season, almost a job.
Yeah.
And as a player contract no ewa. Now Jan Kwaya. This one. Because I don't know our bargaining power kesiye. Back 1 year. Man 3 months and now 4 months compensation crowd with me a day. Ultimate asieko. Baby any pana can you 2 years over. Ana compensation would dia ground chema. Obe demand more pa. Enti u share akotko players ni bi almost saying some no mo ye 2 years. And on the positive ne on the negative. Positive ni say obona amfa wu ja no kwan a enye den. But e fa so a there's obesa na ko table na ho no be yire okon mu. That is who disadvantage. Enti Kamara ye 2 years. Mohamed Kamara.
Abo say
Oko 1 year. Samba 2 years.
Nso we 1.
Ablo 2 years. Over. Na omo ba January de bebre na 1.5. Bebre na 1.5. Eduku mi ntamoni ade. Ti info eba na yese mpanifo Kamara omo ye impress. Adwuma wo hode but yeah. Just that me who ni say can the papa mu anka Freddy Kasade so stay.
Okay.
Because
Kotoko na really na aka boy na kasa.
Until I'm say Kotoko the two goalkeepers ni Freddy Kasare and Mohamed Kamara nyina no. They are willing to give them a contract extension. So MC atimi pay omo pictures Kamara ne Fred Mami Ankmeni beje pa. Because of the be who ni say wo jai Kamara ne pe. Na koye Benjamin Chumu a. Wa fa here na Timude Kakraba. Because Kamara had an excellent first game against Karela. Excellent first game with Tamale. I was the man of the match. But I was steady. I acquired him kakrani through baby no. Essence in the trace. Kotokone Heart of Lions. Ewo. Oboase. Sabo no de Chobi Junior no.
Okay.
Kotokone bechem Kofi Tompo goal no share no.
Hey.
And no story never say we had any. Then Kotoko Nations. Of our Kotoko Nations,
yeah.
So chiche boss be power a year Oboase.
Yeah.
But the whole technical team ni keep faith to ni muan or sama and twice yeah. But time I Kotoko Janison so call 7 matches. Adriana, Haas, Dreams, Midiama, Gold Stars, Vision, Karela. No one and send them. To the potential and the offer, you cannot doubt Mohamed Kamara when it comes to what Odeba party no. It is a management decided some man 1 year contract extension. You agree with them because next year Africa. It is only Kamara na kwa over. Oko testi Africa na kind of 1 year of Obama Swako or no Ghana ni.
Yes.
We didn't attempt crown 2 years na so no oko. Enti SSL Sadu uko jina another advantage zone by maintaining that 2 years margin now. It's all the only car na be out presented 2 year contract. Now only car also on principal crowd be 1 year. When you 1 year of all ball plus an insurance year at actually. I wait to be there on your be moving forward.
Sure.
So the almost last season no a step further by renewing contracts. Would the player sign over me sure say say Ghana thing, but baby a ding chair Ghana. Maybe a ding chair Ghana pa.
Oh yeah.
And I say your baby I saw be born alpha baby ko baby. Kamara time oba. Na nye half ya bi enye oroya bi na no obo. Even though he's a good goalkeeper, but no need a top class in Guinea. But coming to Kotoko, ending the season by even winning the FA Cup, and going to Africa, raising the profile, Buano as a player. So staying 1 year, you can easily use the Africa competition and they are convinced, plus additional money for him to stay. Of idea bakwa me penny say Kasare Sontra. Me would say Asari the any bad.
Yeah, sorry, do make it in mind now. Meeting I say I consider never come for the last time.
I consider the media cost me the but would say bad. Banka winya no.
No, the amana den here number 1 slot na onya no. And no ka ho.
Because he will not have to extend and sit on the bench.
Santana bench bi.
And no name come on. Pese obetena no te bench. Now you raise the issue of competition. Competition no. But the Ukrainian say the goalkeeping department is a bit dicey to manage. But I love the effort from the Kotoko management with Coach Akwesi Apia. And Rana, many scouts be dinkomo. Local scout, yeah. Ahasfo rely on him. Asante Kotoko rely on him. Local scout.
Okay.
And I know catch me say one thing about Asante Kotoko IMC on who he during the summer transfer near say someone no trasia want some debut or can convince player. And no mama the example of Lord Amwa. So what for phone friend Lord Amwa. Emma Lord free brekum. Eko Accra, eko da watara fie. But who ya ni sa Asante Kotoko after say Emmanuel Boahe. Who guys are nations boy.
Yeah.
And na Kotoko ni na wi ni sa. Our car said there be or 6 months contract be or Ireland or Kono. Kotoko ni switch your attention call Lord so na pinkani ni deal come 1 2 3 na boy no. Our Tara akode e say skasem part to hodie. But he find way of convincing him. And I also want to trust Lawyer Safuduku Senene. They know can say they will do everything possible to keep Asare. Ebia sa skill na sa scout they catch me about Kotoko ne kwa mfa so yomon. Maybe they can use that to convince Frederick Asare to stay 1 year. But that is also positive. Now a chile hono somebody here contract extension and yet discussion over. Bon now abono. Unse nra ewo Kotoko training no. Coach Karim Zito at the point about Samba number 6. And nra Kotoko training. Yes. Also Tedeku Tinedu. It's because of Mumienu Dino.
Yeah, John Tedeku.
Tinedu Epra.
Where Samuel Tinedu.
Samuel Tinedu Epra.
You cross Abet so say peke you na.
Enra.
Minim say no obi mama Prince Young na mama sisi amenhwe or say yeah, good afternoon Tino. And your team okay. I say good. From AG Sports Complex, we should pray for Albert Amwa. He picked an injury and was not looking good for the forward. When was that? Okay. So on a prayer wakwabayana.
Yeah, on a prayer kwabay. A normal ball friendly game. A normal ball friendly game in tea.
Info Prince Young de Mayeno.
Then they see Raho. You can say we are now. Sure. My faster con Makohe. Prince do Taiko Adakojachi.
Yeah.
Prince dear or Adakojachi Panti. Any be a bene. It's over. Samba contract extension. We are why dear. Now say Ablo so sign 2 years. Bo na Ablo abono. Sa partnership no nya ni mienu nyina. Omo hia omo mienu nyina over.
On the no so adwuma kakra ne ho de asset coaching kono do so.
No. Ne ball na. Won say ball no ye wo sweep panic ene stop.
So ba ko no sweep no so.
No stop it.
Okay, nya bad.
To steady Ablo na no ne ye nka bia enko ni mufuo no. Enko ni mufuo no ntan hye na fa ball ne nto fom mbo. The other chino ne tie both on to us steady we follow of flare kakra sweep person of flare and no na odi agra overconfidence most wa kwache na ebu akemu ni bi no to us steady nations as a Razak Simpson ne Samokofo oba Osakofo oba Osakofo no di agra no kwosoro ba fom abeso osisi but Razak Simpson no the flare bi as a nkacha bi sa na tie ti wa he ya obebo the other nkacha na ebo na basu because ono betimi ne nan bankum na twa pass bi but one here we yi de oya man mark no no bokekre oni free no ho pe asamaba enti Kotoko ye lucky with that partnership between Samba and Ablo and they should do everything possible to maintain them na over area medin komo Ishmael Adon nsem no ho enti be sure say echire ho de you some level of consistency, which is very important. The last time now, Captain Amani will be doing corner, say, Kotoko team for the past 4 years. Strikers are back Kotoko Makono. Any key players or Metimiayadi and club ni maintain your mo, and Anka baby I took road down or fail, Anka Kotoko Metimiakon and Impa. But I quack a Fibiano. No bia on the modern boss so near a janabano no no eja hoko onuja hoko no akophobia ba na baby enyu dada no say feeling today bia say o feel because if Fabio Gama obi to say Richmond Lamte Mukwala Sonny Yakuba ebia wanya Kwame Poku before so okono ko try na ebia wanya obi say Mbela ka bon say nka ni won ka oni problem bi emo because consistency here adwuma but bon say Mbela na ba no aye ade na okọ na asa ko po obi aba bon say left honye na wo po obi ntide bia asa na wo ye feeling nti e matim ni ntimi nko nanim so when you are maintaining key players on my function here like Yeka Kamara, Yeka Lord Amwa, Yeka Patrick Esiedu, Yeka Samba, Yeka Eye Abloyi. A chapa na unsa kotoko back for my boat together bear 3 years. Now but trainer steady said together bear 3 years and tell you acha 1.5 most will be called. Now they be a say they be an hour the beginning stage or the failing stage. Our year. Now Ishmael don't come on over.
Ishmael Adu for Lions
no.
Why kakra?
Yeah.
Yes, between on this summer test guy no mo nyina position here, but me pick him back. Now mo dey you know, nso guy no.
Wahid no,
yes.
Wahid need be possible.
Now cause since the upper 2 strikers aba.
Wahid need the over. Very possible.
Yeah.
Also no free agent.
Na you peno.
Nations.
And Oguma ila say no okana you.
Yes. Also no free agent.
Okay.
And ono no akwaje ne release letter kura free.
Oh sa
don't know. Say omuntu omoka. Enti on say Mohammed Abdulrahman kura de okotogo.
No, assistant on so to me hold on any player.
Oh, there be no mutimi Toby.
Say almost no, I'm plan the power
almost Toby.
On say
almost Toby.
At that time cause more if you know
almost to Toby.
No.
Almost to Toby.
No my announcement.
No my
after announcement
almost Toby. Almost back.
And if sanction.
That was sanction. But for now there over. Boy na Gini Willis.
Okay.
Now say baby aduru no. Obi Gini Willis no e free a. Na be ka de wo betimi de ayeden ato table.
Amana so nani.
No crane say Maso Kunadu be coaching next season or Ghana League, you know.
Oh, and for sure.
But baby obe coaching him.
And also of actor kakra boy no so.
Yes, pa.
And also yeah, story no
na
when me rami boom.
De ma picking yes a Maxwell ne boy na kasa. Aka kire ne say ono Maxwell ne be coach next season. Na baby ono Maxwell ne be kono. Opese o de Wahid ne kan wo.
Na osa kwadu tuna so say if and anya possible go outside na outside. Boy, nam so nimbo ho.
Oh yeah there.
Ohwa.
So tu kwa Mbappe.
Okay.
Na kot company fo ni shia no. Ofom na sign contract. On say you want tiasie and you what dey sign. Kot kofo na je letter ne hwe. Ehun say e kwan da ho. And om the two boy na nim say they have the desire to keep him or let him play for Kotoko next season. So say no dey aba Canada. And he's also part of the conversation. Oh, but Ismail no Wahid nimbo the same position. Ismail no we tire kakra Wahid no. Wahid no wo. Fan say ka midfield na. We no boy tire kakra we bo 8 we more 10. We say we tire about 8 about we no betimi add more offensive than Ismail no. But for say Lions nko for na awiam ni omdi nkomo no say e be den because omo de Simprempro mu jina makoko be de ba ko pa ne boy no.
Una yes kana open yes kana.
There is kana omo no. Komo na nipa ni
ba shesu de adwuma we sanya ne den so ono wa kasela o bakra na mu ni gidi ono nti. Wa yetim ni yiri mu nya ama na afi on san hyeje nto be hyehe. Da
bi o mu nya replacement o.
Omunya.
Da bi enya say replacement no mo e ha omo. Eye sika na omo tall boy no.
Ah okay.
Any baby omo tall boy na ko.
Akọ. Ah okay afi na matewasi.
What me come na say. Any issue of replacement, you know they are ready to sell.
Okay.
But I say $1,000, so $1,000 in this yeah. Because according to Nipano or Lions, I'm in the case. I say, listen, this is a player or 18 years. Wa bought out of Lions, I'm met me a barber be do third. Or say the West simple if they end the season on the 4th position par. This is a young player. What justify no par. They are looking at foreign deals than local. And of course, the sound common in Bemwa. There's a wow of you know. As a so sick and march, I'm an only 4 no. Cause of a man ka 50,000. Oh, a man kika $50,000. Omo de 100 ne 150 ni bi no more de omo kika o. Of our says can so de no kra ne say kotoko betimi atua na edin. Say kotoko pa no say kotoko atua $150,000 de ama a local player de offer. E be edin. Enti or say they are ready to listen to Kotoko. Cause Kotoko ye club kese but officially there or confirm am so munya let them free Kotoko ho. Over there say nti akoye Kotoko edi nkomo table so any apiki bi. But the assembly say almost say born there over e betimi bro 100 above 100,000 nkomo. Okay. And no so ya there ba ko over. Almost PM de ma minti
we menko
e Kotoko no ba o ma sha se intermediate ye bebo mu sa ko adakwaja achi mi ni
ko na omuno junior side na boy Kotoko ne 3-1 na first half no be ba end na onya sa pre
se be ka se be enne
yes nti enne ya asem ne yekan mse se de na medical team no kra rushing no minti min ka say den de but ye mon pa ye say de yekan no excuse me enko ye den ti my brother Prince Young no no ama ye info no de course nyina
no say 3-1
but amwa epra no isi first half no be kona we na
okwa youth team for no mbo agre o
sa
okay omo ba senior team no kra training
ko kanta back sa hwehwe bia na ye hwe de kofa ba ye nti akomia
yeah over
ento aswe
yeah antino ye ra another week very crucial. Ebema yahu. League be who say league ni kwale no man e no team award league. As it stands now the three teams are Asante Kotoko Nations, Babiani Gold Stars to some extent, Heart of Lions. Our teams are and they are more viable for the league trophy no. League no rest back Emma your call FA Cup. So we are coming back to that competition. And I remember the last time, even Takwa Mediama coach was talking about also chances of Ebetimiaje. But so share only a bit distance. No assistance on these 4 teams in. The games will be able born this weekend, no. Will be a new. Will be there. Over. Babiani Gold Stars and more this weekend. But almost 3 points already. Because now only to Atreman and go game. And you know, when you go start, you win him almost score line. 8 more points, 3 points tab at a bang on the other. So nations will have to play against Legon Cities in Accra. So we league table now. It looks like the Legon City only give up the challenge, you know. But what that said, Oma Jetum, and now they will have to give it a go and we say more opportunity of somebody still is another thing. Asante Kotoko against Dreams. Oh, Dreams Renaissance. All of a sudden, we pick be winning games on the way, winning games at home, and don't know where she be ase or more BB. So it will be a game against their own coach. Oh, Mabaya Sports Stadium. So, and Lions going to Basake, right? Another tough venue. Tough venue at Basake. Home ho. I think both Kotoko has the man share. Oh, but Lion team no, a team be offer almost type of football no. Me free say with a little experience and come back in power. Where how the boy possesses and how more build up. Because Basi over the build the team no. So it's going to be a cracker of a game. El Baseke. So I think say a weekend and fixtures are if you know any who you papa. I remember say I think say Obed or Zakito started campaign be saying these teams home games no. You telecast in life.
Zakito kai. I remember that.
What I say if you know some what I say if you didn't some is another thing.
Even nations can no more me kakra say at this time more you also monko man day. Mo da league ni top no won't ya say mo be heading kakra mo ko busa mo say e ma bo bi wo Saturday and Sunday for that matter do mo de no mo kosa Monday.
One thing about in football na emma no nya yi ni say at any time bia no o ho itimi de message me ba be change you game time hu hia over baby ya tia ye omo aye sua omo no fixtures no ye sha see from the beginning of the season na fixtures na to ho at this point in time say Liverpool will get over on Monday only from the onset no the back I just say Sunday we prepare or any other catches a my game be first the coach will say at the Sunday man no oh but whatever been the case a game when we say simple for any call home I said these teams game at any point in time no I say F no a place on premium making sure say more because and no and the lead to the league champion or whatever everything may happen over so games that make us say over no so Obed try to talk about Kotoko recruitment and what Kotoko should do and then almost starting in term and so on and so forth. May one person over as but translate them who say the way you turn your players or Ghana. See, I know you were talking about House of Folk Hamza is a catering club at the offer which means $150,000 offer $150,000 but and I'm say Ghana near war now you see can more any in clubs here you know $150,000 you want to ask assume you're lazy player no but so pa anka if House of Folk every man hold on to the player at least demanding more than $150,000 and get bad. You ask yourself, say, can these teams take it? Ever call clubs and say Zamalek no Elali no movie $150,000 a couple of top player. But it was said as a career who that is why for starting campaign we say Santi Kotoko, especially in House of Folk. Almost 30 a behave at least if not as club or Europe Nibia, at least the African clubs, APR money, the Tanzanian clubs, no, we should be able to match them. We should be able to match these teams. But for the Kotoko, not say Afibeson, not say House or Afibeson, not say these teams of Africa, I want to want to Tanzania, but before play acquire. I just oh, jail to say, love will not do no. Maybe I'll obey your Kotoko, oh, Kumasia. By your Africa, I won't come home. You cannot compete because to be a big team, no. These are some of the things. That's a characteristics of big teams. Are they about no? The quality that you have, you try to maintain them at least for a certain period. Adding enough of them, but you have to do. So, person who maintain that status, no say, me a big team in Africa. But when we are big in the book, but and a big realistically say you can't big teams are near the work home. That is why it is good for Asante Kotoko to start engaging on players like Samba, Ablo, the goalkeeper Kamara and Dems to extend their contract for them and make sure say who maintain it. Omo big ones now wanna omo a season now. Then you make sure say oh the kakra ababeka home. Today be the span of the team you have it. But see every season now say Samba away, Kamara away over. We should forget about Africa. I can't want now. Now make us say you Ghanaian to say Africa. We go there a part of team about Africa and I say we go there to compete and compete well. In recent years, over the problem I no. You go there to become teams that Koboibi. Yeah, and Kobo Africa say all the teams in Ghana here, who you be from? All the teams. You call Africa, not big giant, no money, no. There are teams who teams are minus. But because the quality of players at the corner. I said that we cannot compete with those teams. You know. So what I was talking about the last maintaining the back four for 3 years in recent years. No. This guy, you think and if you continue to think about your league is kind of anagana in this car. The Kotoko, the House of Folk, will become an ordinary clubs in Africa here because we be a four corner. Many sure say Rwanda is so country music too much. Of course, the president and them more asaniama maniama economy. As the APR able to me a bad na Kotoko best player. Kotoko want to extend the contract, but APR boss can na Kotoko entimi compete. No ko. When your friends say player Morrison.
Bernard.
No, not Bernard. Bernard Morrison, no, Ashgood.
Enoch Morrison, sorry.
He did very well in Kenyan football.
Yeah.
And now the information is that he's coming to Tanzania. Say offer no. If it goes through, it's a very juicy offer. Very good offer. As guy, or more catch them, no. So if that's the case, yeah, and that's some good one. So I was asking myself, so if the Tanzanian club can pay this amount of money, sir, what is so special about them? As you ask yourself, say, in clubs, no. Are we learning something from the AC or South Sahara African countries be around first year more do football develop compete to the extent that Kotoko and House of Folk cannot compete with them. And then for it, say if Asante Kotoko will do that, for example, we say Ismail Duasuma working over one, I hear say. And the bank roller of Heart of Lions, no. So free set obetimi a keep player now. Very difficult for any team. So bit major. And the bank roller is Randy Abbey. Randy Abbey financially is good. And also the taste of the European market. Yeah, you don't know. They say unlike first, we are gonna play now outsider. Has now overpass it through. Now they are because they say the European market, no. And I said the football market wide open. Wide open. And you don't necessarily need to play for Asante Kotoko or House of Folk. Because teams that work on air town players outside market, no. Of us a Cassia transfer crack and Kotoko has to Amunsum Ghana. What I say? Robert Makacha said right to dreams, Premier League been on board. But yet, when it comes to say young town players in Yisika, I should say there's a team in Ghana here would compete with them. So it's a matter of one player, a bad day Asante Kotoko because of the Heart of Lions owners, no. Omuhuni say, or one of Omu priceless asset, Ombetimi, and so they are torn and you be there batinum. But the Kotoko education Kotoko. So if they so want the player, they should face them. Name your price. Now I'm the most betting I. And over in football, I a whole lot. We need to work hard to make sure that wherever I say Pepesica, every teams we good. For example, House of Folk. Talk about in terms of probably mine and them say why now they have to get back to the field of play. House of Folk have to get back to the field of play. That is why now sometimes it did was supporters in behavior. Both teams in your house and go. Or I say open at the pa, but you don't want to contribute. You don't want to go to the stadium. The supporters and also the more teams now. It will go a long way to help them go for play and open. So in system, no, I think a whole lot of issues you're discussing, especially both Asante Kotoko and House of Folk. So I don't go to support the because House of Folk because Africa. Because supporters, almost test for Africa is on the high. But offer said nay, said you persona also the team na all this yeah, we are sure that individual be a nay or be prepared to do this. Knowing very well, say, hey, we are here after 2 years, 3 years over. And fine. So the supporters are move free, say, team, no, you're more there, more count chest high, at the you cannot sit on the fence and say, so be a month for you to Monye, Naya, can't be a person, what about? And then a person, Coach Watara, Ekano, He's right on the spot. Over House of Folk supporters must know, say, if indeed they love their team, Oma Juma, responsibility, and I say no more. Yeah. At the Rebbe Mensa, buy an Mokaro Kotu Skabi. Say, whoever want to be part of the management, you put your money where your mouth is. O talk bigger, Maskanya Juma. Or can't understand it. And where? Meme ya de na so mi duka na ya de also na o adweno be chere nyansa ho. You see the point? So over a whole lot and I think say as a G2 say in football no ye ka ho bi na egu. Kotoko supporters ka ho bi and Kotoko cannot match the teams in Africa American was me. So as House of Folk supporters because ya omu free so because do mu be good. Meanwhile you want the team to be winning. You want your team to be competing in Africa. Then you turn around to go and accuse the management. So the supporters must come together and see say our contribution also help the teams go forward. Eugene Adu Poku time was say, "Kodoko sponsor be no chain." The supporters over bring it to the analysis. Tima, I suppose you check Kodoko kesi what you are saying. Obi do my boy. Do track Kodoko kesi pa.
So high sense na that top na anya sa.
O ma Kodoko say. So if you have any idea,
o figure na there.
Okay. So say if Baba Yara Sports Stadium, over they say it's 45,000 capacity. Say if both Baba Yara and Accra Sports Stadium 40-45. We have 40. Say if as I'm talking about supporters, if House of Folk supporters, they decide to say team no team no yepe say yes ye boa. Now say even every match, remember half full 20,000. Ebeko Stadium with a price of be 50 cedis per 50 cedis a gator. Calculating here, schedule amount. In 4 weeks. In 1 month, calculate schedule man. We are the sponsor the man. The Bongo Jason can obey to say yes. The supporters are the biggest sponsors of the clubs. But you don't see this happening. But acquire lyrics. Yeah, can't say me free radio so. Yeah, accuse nipa. Yeah, say. But oh no, you see you are near see improve on you know there. So I think it's high time the supporters also come together. Come together. Look at this supporter you're going. Say if Asante Kotoko, if House of Folk matches, even say supporters say week in, week out, I'm telling you, they'll go places. They can compete, they can buy the quality players they want to buy. They can do whatever they want to do. By hand there, team no perform and the coca home. So team no eslabuka krabia hey. Na ye escape goat at the yashan. So do we be yan sibri en kan okranche yenuanom. Emomu say teams no ebeko yi a don be ye no ebetimi aboa. It is not about supporters see coach players your coach o made. I know you added that they are ka home. But the supporter and the supporters job say oh stadium in our numbers making sure say you be team matches and my team also any be the free no something that is important. It has one what I can no most of supporters any na no insibone matches on demand they say watara yenyu no be free say he's also driving a good point home so I'm pick here every team ya boa ni akwanim na lip service na dos dodo oh but my boy I'm ya akwanim okay Ovati, you heard this weekend games of Barcelona. Now I talk are you Vision FC coach, you know? He's been talking now. But first it was like your Ghanaian coaches, no? Tinko no ya do so na.
Dem born in media say also better talents and
make first.
Okay.
Second he's talking about the vision for no. Omo vision. the vision of Vision FC. Say omontete enkwara no monton wo mo. So which is which?
Say nyama menu no ka ho asem say eno de club bia you know no. Say obetimi because it's Kenny League no mo. Just want me and training boys no na ya nto bia nko outside how can you survive? Nti say no na and we are the boy here.
Okay, so two different
very good.
What you're talking about, the coaches, and live up to expectation. He's also talking about the vision for
very good
program and our plans.
Very good.
It is clear. I don't think America say you don't need to play Kotoko has Africa.
Yeah, sure.
You do the smaller details, no, you do it right. European market, that's why the friend say right, you dream more. A capture her no more. They know what the Europeans want. How it is like. In America, and maybe also folk when the club value alliance, people came here. They told them if they want to go to the European market, this is what they have to do. These are the players that the European market demand because first of all, now European market in is African, we wear ages too much. As you know, age is over. Okay. To the one players from that lower, and get one neighbor. I feel some potential. Who's offer they can make it come out in Europe easily. That is why these teams are doing what they are doing. So it's all good. Let's hope that the clubs supporters especially able take advice na more seriously. Normal started I come together for one common goal.
Okay.
Just to make sure they push all teams now. But I'm happy Kotoko is talking to all these players, and I'm happy. Alain said, obviously Samba is happy to extend the contract.
Well,
competitive money. Where competitive money means so J the Kotoko de man na no the Tanzania club equal to eben. Or I say we are no working happiness, baby Otino. And J woman or the also now all this come into play. So over you ever heard the teams no Edeba on board.
Me da say akomia sachi na yenhwe messages kakra we are na the final 5 minutes no etimi a wrap up live on Promise TV Highway Sports na mamenchia Big Piero. Yes, hey Piero nyebete was a grand opening Sunday 18 for Takrade Nkrofo we ni ye utua hene ka garage honmo Mudia iPhone store ajaba kwekwa is new one o swap no cover ne already bibia just say iPhone bibia the way the Big Piero u lunch we Sunday up Monday na ye ba na sponsor no tua so because ade efe de won wani aso ade efe nti kwese de ya Mudia iPhone store e water Takrade Nkrofo opposite utua hene car garage Big Piero amencha na umo hwe nyina yentwa umo 24 gun salute ya beba ho was say Emil Smith Highway Sports get to at Gibo. How was your night after AC Milan defeat? Were you able to sleep Kafra why cuz you abakojo was a friends of Highway Sports in the building let us hit okay Diana St. Mark yada say for your message. South Africa 1 Nigeria 0. Nigeria goalkeeper is very bad. I say I check no mama na score line no. I'm saying I don't know. I say if Man United catch your AC Milan team, Gibo, chai, what go happen basa. Adriana Bano no. Was say watching the show live at Ashtown. Kwame Adumako and Ray Enso Efeyen. Tino, what happened to the Kotoko film team? Say, what you be a chana?
Command to film team.
Say, kono mo pebia.
My partner. Say, finish share was that.
Yeah.
You need to have a female team. Yeah. So either you adapt one. To Kotoko and shut down.
Nana komo call my maybe bata. No, a cry. Fabulous. Evelyn the moon. I'm from that one. Evelyn, I'm from that one. Ashtown ladies or fabulous ladies or I'm from that one. Move back on an uncle, person, come. Elio May.
Omunibi. Se kotoko na nkasa ya e wo kotoko books mu. De kotoko ye won the books mu ye. The youth team.
Yeah.
And so far I am more baso. I think say
youth team ni there.
For the
division 3 come about.
Because normally kotoko youth team no motia. Of abon say na hype. Ya te ya justify enu na sana with sram. But say we the air traffic. Oh, air traffic kakra. Omonta di shim ne kire se club ne ni abro mo. These are players are to some extent club now register mo. And maybe creating the boss senior team in the matches, which is positive. And I said do level says do Wednesday now got copy some about friendly match or more menya match playing time ni bibria over omode omenya ebia division 2 bi ni omramba omne youth team but said the no boy ni nyina ye ebe the boys ni profile ebe the boys no confidence e ma say obi kure free youth team num kra ba senior team num of enya din bebre den many pan because basically the person is always around when you guys are playing. Until on the youth team score ne there, I think consistency adwuma. They need to upgrade it kakra. So on for to say we mo yaye under 17 bisa no. Nanka wo 15 bia na wo 14 so eden e wo ho etechiri because I say ne ye da sori na at is a kotko youth team players 5 I jan to krum hasa be da sori na kotko samba ton kamara aton Albert amwa kampoku aton kwame poku ebesi wo kruma be da sori na se kotko Isaka Abdoyi waton avoka waton Ali Mohammed waton ebia Nanaya Abuahina waton youth team boys nebia Dr. Lawson Bay waton na over obi e meka he because obi okra ohun ne da e omo mu follow youth team the because kola we there kesi nkie den yema ne bebo senior team no but you won't get that complaints nessa and on some kola no ton eboa especially for club like Kotoko enya nguye nze o club bi okure be gu but sa club ne kure gu kuro timi otimi ko jom si amanone na later wajeje na ade ere wajeje ne kakra free ho na Kotoko na obetimi say from now to the next 40 years and aso ho enti wo kra den ka ofa unsuru kra ope club bia ebema their movement from Africa to Europe no is smooth because that's the big issue. As a raw material as a good kruma a good ne ade of polishing from the raw material to the finished article na air that's why we need industrialization where kruma enti football no so ya how no because it mean ya kola bi wa ha no akọ Norgeland where you see the right to dream a year path after 3 years no about be a big star but no Ghana have 4 years ago. What it means that Basas the old local based player you about have 6 years when me am polish that they materials you did develop talent no pa dey share any have bebre over your coach so hebo a dey back when me real hope is a player pra medics ne ko obo park no so a you the block
and so ya enjoy me that so
anu a
ko he bia cho
no dey spray
no dey spray ho
majority of them
I mean a boy ni
omo dey hwi wom to be a player no pre bi hihye no ho e dey enhye no so a ya hwe ni yie
na da cho dey e ko nanim
ti akwa for 5 years mo so dey ya no boss abete ground na I na career and na e ka is kopon asem yo what Ghana we press over okoye ente so pre press out that is it nti I'm happy with the youth team hoping that consistency here ebe ye adwuma ewo omudwuma die no nti and so Lord abobo ni bi Lord amo ebo
okay
friendly ni bi I said no you full training and then wetimi abobi ti ye hear say the players no be recover na etimi abo asante koroko moving forward
and I say Obed as a teacher solo you go explain tire Manuel Ajimambadu won under 20 World Cup when he was having 3 children. How can you be 20 years in Ghana and have 3 children? Because you are by your studio now. Ajimambadu say chewa ona kachira wa we come metie was Joe Platini young player of the season should be between Rogers and Gravenberch. Okay, Joe Platini dear no Gravenberch deserve the best young player because he is a contender for the player of the season whilst the remaining players are not there. Inti coffee Kutin ne dear and so no. Good evening Tino.
Was say coach of the season is Slot, player of the season is Salah. Buari Francis Honorable, the message for you this evening. Sanusi Oriba was say hi Tino. Samuel Oriba all the way from downtown Manhattan, 72th Street and York Avenue. Was say upon Zakito's submission, he made mention that he doesn't like Chelsea, but Kupama deserved the young player of the year. Let him know that no United supporter will support Chelsea, and likewise, no Chelsea supporter will ever support United. Let us, for the Chelsea supporters, will be dissolved or relegated. Long time, because we also don't like United as well. Sanusi Oreba, no. Please, do you know who is recommending all these players? Zito or the IMC? Okay. Zito mumu bebresa. Ebi empenfo na so hwe minim se bia ogum ye bi to hodia, but empenfo no so hwe bi. So they say bon no nim coach ayeso enim hwe. Omo so ahwe bi pa anti yem fa ne sa. Prince Young odi enam se medika ye ho adwuma na my message say abetamu a ene no sa kan nti e kire be ye ho adwuma ne ahwe se ehu kakra. Dia kana de obedna eja oye eyina mon crop mon penem fona bidi players ni yo no antino player bia waka no asem bia no mon penem mo na mo pe wo mo ai ti ni na ewa ha yes mamehwe okay Ishmaelado is not best midfielder in the league. Don't promote that boy for unnecessary attention from same okay. Gaba Michael Ajimendia ni die no Michael promote no mo na mo pe no tia no o kan ho asem a na je senya wono na pe no okay. Mama me fenso nem say chiri na I hear something which is there. My way am ka say obed na players no akeka no no ekototo 0536-161-607 0201-941-461. These are two lines. Yadidi Juma and Enumel Fra. Na watch on free TV or radio set. No, na I'm making a snappy na Uniaba etimi atwa onchanti. Odisi Katon Prada. Also, Dibi Benjamin Dia. Yes, Udia Bicham. Abo Mike, dear dada. Or be Moboy Francis Munina mobile on board. Nti mama yemfa course no kakra on the two lines 0536-161-607 0201-941-461 na yentwa so mfam free ho enemo. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Many abacho wudin.
Abacho your son of Paradan so.
Okay, Pari yankwe.
Me pacho na something siya kan supporters no wanted. Na edu baby aya no kan aya na me bi ne ho ya okakra aya na me pese me twe na adwene ko gina 2000 ha supporters ohwe kwan na e fa so na support team no until say team penifo no hu say yen supporters ne hu hia no eno na ma se o mo ba yen ko no enti yen supporters ye hu hia team penifo no so ma o mo hu say yen so ye hu hia na o mo sisi ha NCC egu RCC na wo ni na egu I think in a board and national management, you know, thank you, mean Fred, then acting executives, you know, no one say a leadership now with him. Papa. So, who here will be a day now by your set. Me who ye, oh, him of we more issues with Breu, and so on set back, they be a stadium, Mayama, and Mupa say, Yoko some who here no, carry who ye na park, they be almost full tea. So no ka hey penye class beauty me etetena no tie but so okoda dia so bia be fa say so nim fa so wo fa ti o wo dia brofo ne dia ne ba ha na enye you abrofo no mututu omnya mani nyina kama nti could you believe say Liverpool na supporters leaders na egu na management ne to wo hwe okay nti at least your supporters o de next year you never say to us but me for ni oboka ohum da se pa wa dwene de o di ka che me da se opare. Okay, hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, good evening, senior boss.
Many am Bajodin.
I say, frame obey me, Casa Freedom, I group.
Yo, obey.
Me that say, my more about my palm over my Ghana mine. Near me, per se, me can say, what is a Ghana no one? Me, I dear about who Emma, yesterday, you not time support as young con. What says all the one say, near blue tree, 3 years from Paya, or more paso, your mono. A different from how. Ghana, Obi Ball, Ukraine, 30 years, yeah. Yes, so I am like, any final guy board, Bona, or see. But the mess, money will not do more. Simano, Muma, Guy ball, or one guy, or Mussan Cobra, going to be crana, support a bit to me the mess you hold on. I then Aquapat by a hand with place and Tessa, or would you be a bed. Well, if you could, you declare senior wedding, so I costed you. Well,
Any Fachamena, no Siena boy, na Yashama Bochana, Yami Adumiatin Comwa, Ibina Quana, Yafa Cos Cacranti, Mama Yanko promise Cassia, na Yamfa Cassia Bono, and Famremo, Chana Diacamubiano, will be share live, our repartee base, Baba 6:30 going, na legend time I better on today's sports 9:30. Na yababi we have we sports de na ya we wa ne bedo bibia se mo amotra some from mo am send messages mo so am monitor na mention sra obo ase mo ne squad ni na ya nchia mo na nwumre yi ye ma mo nyina good evening.